Hey, I'm back. I'm still in my jammies. On my site, healthyslowcooking.com and plantbasedinstantpot.com, I think both. I think one is the slow cooker version and one is an Instant Pot version of what I kind of call pumpkin caramel, or like a pumpkin sauce. And both of them use coconut milk, which I'm avoiding using right now, and they use white and brown sugar. So I thought we would experiment and try kind of making a date-based version of that. And we may or may not add in some extra things that I don't have here. I've got cinnamon, allspice, cardamom, and nutmeg, the equivalent of 1 can of pumpkin puree. I have these McDougall dates, which honestly aren't all that. Let me get kind of a bowl, and we'll put them in there so you can see them from above. Plus, it's a cauldron. And see how these are looking a little weathered. I did get them at Marshall's. They were kind of on sale. But they do have the pits. So we're going to get the pits out. I'm hoping they're a little not super soft, but I think they might be soft enough that I can do it without warming them. So let's do 1, 2, I'm thinking 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we can try and blend everything else in here with it except for the pumpkin. So we've got our dates. We've got 10 dates. We're going to put in about a half a cup of water, which may or may not be enough. We may end up adding to this, and that's okay. So we're starting off with a half a cup of water. And I'm just going to use this Joy cashew, which is a step better than the coconut. Now we probably could do this with oat as well, but it's not going to last as long. And so that's why I'm kind of trying to go ahead and get a good tablespoon. I think that's about half a tablespoon. Get a little bit more. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making cashew milk or cashew cream. So if you already have a non-dairy milk, soy, nut, even an oat already made, that's going to work just fine. So this will be a little bit thicker. So if you use like a creamer, if you had it, that would be a little closer. But then again, we keep introducing more and more fat. And let's go ahead while we're in there. Now, let's go ahead and just see if this is enough water to blend it. So this is my little Vitamix container. And there's things I like about it and things I don't particularly love. It is harder when you blend a second time a little bit, but I think this is going to work fine. This is blending fine. Okay, spoke a little too soon. It did blend most of the way, because some of it is going to stick to this bottom part, and that's the blades and stuff. It's not super fun to clean, but there's worse. Okay, so see, it's blending some, but it's not blending into like a paste. So if your dates are harder than mine were, you definitely need to soak them and then strain them, or you could use the straining water to make this as the base instead of water if you wanted to, but you wouldn't be able to add any more non-dairy milk. Just going to push that down a little bit. And I think we're going to add another half cup of water. So we've got pumpkin coming in, and that's going to make it thicker as well. So I'm saying the magic number is 1, and we'll see if it'll be the magic number that can fit all my pumpkin, or if we end up using a little less pumpkin. So 1 cup of water. Let's go ahead, and I do want this to be very cinnamony. So I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in here to start off with. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of cardamom, 1 of allspice, and a half of ground nutmeg. Because why not just do all this at the same time? Okay, so I'm going to put this back on. And we're going to blend again. And see, the stuff, just like in some of the other upside down blenders, likes to try to stick at the top a little bit. I'm going to see if I can just shake. There's a few little pieces there and about. I'm going to see if I can get that to shake up and come back down. Then we'll taste and we'll add our pumpkin. And taste again. Okay. I wish there was just a small container that was very similar to the regular containers. I know with some of the fancier Vitamixes that exists. Ooh, I gotta let you guys see what this looks like. So see how that looks so much smoother and more together than it did before? And I'm gonna take a little taste. That's really good. I am going to, a cup and a half of pumpkin is not going to fit in here. So I'm going to start with a half a cup of pumpkin. And you guys see there's 2 colors. These are 2 different cans of pumpkin. But they were cans of pumpkin. So sometimes butternut squash will be used. And you can kind of tell that there. See how it looks like a little candy corn? We're going to put in, I think a half cup is about all it's going to take of this. But that's okay. We'll find something groovy to do with the rest of our pumpkin. All right, so we're going to put this on. And shake stuff from the top. Make sure everything gets incorporated, give it some time. And if I think I can fit some more pumpkin in, I may. I'm pushing this little thing to its limit. But this small amount is often hard to do in a large blender. So like I use my little smaller blender since, surprise, I'm filming all of these on one day in my pajamas. You just think I'm being lazy all week. But because of that, it's just the big one with the wider bottom. And it's harder when there's a small amount in that. Ooh, we're getting kind of a cool color. Very fall brown orangish. Okay, I'm going to taste this and see if I taste enough pumpkin. This is really good. It's pretty thick. And see how thick it is? Right? It's not completely like a paste, and it's not a syrup. It tastes like pumpkin pie. And what I would use this for is, you could put it in drinks or cocktails. This would be really good to swirl on a glass. So like on the inside of a glass, when you know you have chocolate syrup, you could put this on there and then put something else in, or put little ghosty eyes and a mouth on it. This is going to freeze great. So if you don't think you're going to use it all up, I would say in about 2 weeks, I would go ahead and freeze it in ice cube trays and then just take it out when you want to use it. But this would be good over ice cream, on top of waffles or pancakes, spread on a piece of toast or a piece of sweet potato toast, meaning that you cut your sweet potato in a like toast-like slice, cooked it in the air fryer or your oven, and then spread that on, because it'll be delicious fall. And then you could even sprinkle some of your pumpkin spice blend on there, and it would be beautiful. But I like to put this in coffee or tea. It's also would be great over like a vanilla Ninja Creamy ice cream. And a little dollop would go a long way in some cocoa. So anyhow, I hope you get to have fun pumpkin things that you do today. Beyond this, if you're like, I don't have any dates, can I just use sugar to make that? Yes, you can. Look below. That's where you'll find that recipe. Okay, have a magical day, y'all, and I'll see you real soon.